Dear Mom,
Tell me.
I shot up drugs for the first time today.
No. Robin, if you're listening. Oh, I shouldn't have said her
Just
name.
kidding.
Don't look up Robin Kitchen.
That's mi madre.
Tu madre es
Mi madre es Robin Kitchen.
Kitchen. That's
Sí.
not Spanish.
Sí.
That's not. Wait, what's kitchen in Spanish?
Cocina.
Oh, the cocina.
Robin Cocina.
That's right. That's right.
That app works.
That app works. It's not even pulled up.
How often do you use that?
Every day.
Really?
Every single day.
That's cool.
It pulls it up, and I'm
Do you
just
put
like,
it in different languages other than Spanish sometimes? Okay.
No, I'm trying to be bilingual, not trilingual. How you been, bro? What's your past week been like?
I've been good. You know, like I said, got that exciting news. Get that job at Guitar Center.
Let me get a whoop whoop.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty sick because I worked at the store for 4 years.
Yeah, you're back at the center.
I didn't make anything for money at the store because we were always competing with Sweetwater right down the street.
Mm-hmm.
And so they kind of came up with this position, which is like basically a sales engineer position. You know how like Sweetwater has their sales engineers? They sit there in office desk on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of what I'll be doing, except for working from home.
Hyundai.
And it's great money. It's really good money. And insurance, dental, vision, the whole fucking 9 yards. I'm stoked.
Nice.
Yeah.
You plan on using any, like, are you going to have like free time while you're at home to be doing other things? You know, because like you're going to know you're going to make your calls.
Yeah.
You know when you got to make them and stuff. Is there any time you have already set out that you're going to be, I don't know, like you're going to be on the computer?
Yeah. I'm sure, once I start working the job, I'll know,
Kind of how your daily routine is going to be.
And
What you can get away with.
Lyle, our son, if we have a babysitter at the house, it'd be nice because I could still monitor things, go and check on him. And also,
You putting him in a pen?
No.
Put him in a pen in the room.
Not in the penitentiary, no.
Not the penitentiary, the playpen.
It'll be also nice not spending money on gas. That's going to save a lot of money because gas is so expensive.
We talking about fuel or we talking about that Cheech and Chong?
That fuel.
Ashton thought that was funny.
What did you say?
I said that Cheech and Chong.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked, honestly.
That's pretty much your biggest news over the week.
Yep, that's the big thing for me.
What about you, Ash?
Not much, man. Just work, pretty much. Same thing every week, dude. Just nothing really exciting.
Let's get a whoop whoop for nothing exciting. Yeah, we kept the soundbite, Playboy. We kept it. Well, I bought a house. Fucking finally.
I know. I'm super stoked for
It's been 2.5 years, my boy.
I mean, I was just talking to Ann about it. She's like, it's going to be so weird.
It's going to be very
you
weird.
not here and
Yeah.
Ellen not here. I mean, you've been living
Ann's
here
the
for
homie.
over 10 years. It's
Low
like,
key.
Yeah.
On the side.
Yeah. And she was like, I'm going to miss him because he's chatty. He actually talks to me,
Oh, whoa. Chatty's an insult.
No, like you're good.
Nah, it's
you're good
not.
at-
We're good friends. We're good
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
No, but it's been 2.5 years in the making. 2-story basement. Oh, speaking of, so this isn't going to be like the studio no more, which
Yeah.
I mean, this is the bare bones. I'm excited to actually get a little bit more creative with making this look super duper legit.
Yeah.
It's going to be sick. I'm really excited about that.
So sick.
So sick. 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bath, and all wood floors. None of them creak, bro. None of them creak.
Nice, so you can sneak out of the house.
Well, Ellen, if you're listening, which I know you're not, but no, bro, every single house that we've looked at in the past 2.5 years, we want wood floors. Like,
Yeah.
we wanted wood floors.
I love our
They
wood
all
floors
creak.
at my house.
They all creak.
They're pretty.
These ones don't. Super stable.
So is it newer then? Newer
No.
wood floors?
No, I don't know actually. Probably not. I mean, the house is from like 1923 or some shit.
Yeah, but they probably upgraded and put, padding and stuff under the wood floors to keep them from creaking.
Maybe. I
That-
know in the basement there's like the beams or some shit,
That
and that
definitely
holds
helps.
it steady
The
or something
support.
like that.
Yeah.
But no, that happened over the past 2 weeks ago, because it's been 2 weeks ago since we recorded the IC, that most insufferable clown posse episode of all time. Yeah, hell yeah, carnage. But we actually, I mean, you saw, Ashton, I know you saw, you approved. We might be having some insufferable merch on the way.
Ooh.
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 Let me get a whoop whoop for the insufferable.
Yeah.
It won't get old. At least it's not yet.
It's gonna get old at some point.
At some point. The shit is gonna be so metal. Let me get a dive bomb. Ooh, so insufferable, bro.
Oh my god. I'm actually stoked for you, especially because you're gonna be closer to me. That's kind of nice.
You're still not gonna come over.
Yeah, I am.
You're still not gonna come
dude,
over.
You know what? It's such a pain in the ass to drive all the way up here. It's like a 20-minute fucking drive. Now you'd be like 5 minutes away.
I suppose so.
Yeah.
I suppose. And I'm honestly thinking the basement is going to be more studio, more music, more hangout. And then one of the bedrooms is like kind of big and stuff. And I'm thinking that's going to be like the more podcast.
The sex dungeon.
Well, no.
I saw something. There was something on Netflix. It was like a show about like building sex rooms, and I
saw
meant
that.
I meant to watch it, but I didn't watch it yet.
Yeah, right next to like a Pixar movie.
Yeah, I know.
On the now trending, it was like Pixar, how to build a sex room.
Yeah.
Or a sex dungeon or something like that.
Have you guys seen that one? It's like how to become a dictator.
No, but I saw
you
How to
said-
Train Your Dragon.
Okay. Well, this one is how to train your dictator to build a sex room.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was wild.
Okay.
Netflix is
That's
getting
kinky.
raunchy. Netflix is, first they came out with cuties. Now they're coming out.
They got to do something to get that stock up.
Yeah, they gotta bring that boy
That
up.
shit was crashing.
Make sure you buy the dip, okay?
Yeah.
Well, shit. Let's just get into it. Hit that
Yeah.
intro, baby. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Panera bread.
So, when was the first time that you ever heard of Panera bread?
You mean Pantera?
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I
messed
meant.
it up too.
That's what I meant.
But okay, so funny story. It was kind of before I even played guitar, and it's funny how Dimebag Darrell be such an influential guitar player to me when I didn't know about him then, and it was when when we used to have home pages like AOL.
MySpace?
No, like you get on your computer and your web browser opened up a home page like AOL or Yahoo or
Just the search
for
engine,
me-
like the original search engine
yeah.
shit?
Mine
Okay.
was Comcast because we had Comcast.
Okay, now I know what you're talking about.
And
Now
I
know what you're talking about.
remember seeing Dimebag Darrell got shot, and I was like,
What?
who is that? And I read the article and stuff. I had really no idea who he was because I was so young. But that's the first time I've heard of him and Pantera. And
You hadn't even heard a lick of music before.
No, from them, no.
So this would have been what, 2004, Ashton? It was.
Yeah, it was a while
2004.
ago. Yep.
Red Sox won the World Series that year.
Nice.
Just saying, for the first time in 86 years.
Fun fact.
Go on.
I don't know. That's like,
So that's when you first heard
that's-
of Pantera.
Mhm.
When is the first time you actually heard their music?
Probably high school, like when I started playing guitar.
So 2008, 4 years later.
Yeah, I started playing guitar and getting into, shredders, Dimebag, Ingve,
Okay.
Steve Vai,
Yeah.
Paul Gilbert, the fucking
The
Randy
usual
Rhoads,
suspects.
yeah. And that's when it clicked. I was like, oh, so that was the dude.
That was the dude.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, and the story, we'll get into that later, but the story.
tell me
about
now.
him- well, about him
okay,
dying,
yeah.
but
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's pretty crazy.
So hold on. You started getting into like thrash and metal and stuff in 2008?
I would say.
Because when did you start playing guitar?
Okay, so I started playing guitar when I was 13, 14 years old.
That would have been 2008-ish, 2007.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's when I really started playing it. Like, when I was younger, my mom had an acoustic guitar, and I'd fiddle around with it, but I didn't really
I didn't know that.
I didn't take it seriously until we moved to, where my parents' current house
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's...
I thought you were playing a lot earlier than that.
No, I mean, I've been playing for, what?
Well,
18
even
years.
still, like, that's when we actually, like, started hanging out, which your original
Yeah.
Strat or whatever. So
that was that Jay Tercer
Yeah.
Strat from JCPenney.
I didn't know you'd only been playing really for like a year or two at that point.
Yeah.
From what you're saying.
For a little while.
You
Yeah.
might be a liar.
Nope, I'm not lying.
What about you, Ash? When's the first time you heard of Pantera?
Probably on the radio, 98.9 The Bear.
Okay.
Third Walk.
Okay.
I didn't know what the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Just another song playing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then pretty much high school through Spotify and stuff like that, getting in there like Iron Maiden. And
Yeah.
then
Me too.
their
You were
playlist.
so big in Iron Maiden. I
Yeah,
remember.
So was
Yeah,
I
you were
loved-
too. You were
yeah,
too.
I loved Iron Maiden.
I mean, they're still fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
They're still I mean, their shit's timeless. But yeah, just pretty much Spotify got me into it. Kind of downloaded a few songs off the Vulgar Display of Power album.
Ooh, that's a
And
good
then-
one.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Yeah, and then I just fucking went on from there. You know what I mean?
How old were you?
High school, 14,
Wow.
something like that.
Would you say
15.
would you say it's more of a high schooler's type of music?
I'd say it's whatever you're into, whenever you're into it.
Yeah, I
you know
kind
what
of
mean?
really started getting into heavier music, whether it was punk or metal or, you know, harder rock when I was in high school. Well, middle school, you know, a little bit, because, you know, I used to wear those AC/DC shirts. Kind of just when I started playing guitar, that's when I started really getting into that
Started
stuff.
delving into who plays the guitar.
And you know what's kind of dope too is like, and I mentioned we were talking about Green Day, watching the fucking holiday music video all the time on Comcast on demand. I used to watch.
Oh yeah, I forgot about On Demand.
I used to watch. Dimebag Darrell had a video on demand of one of his guitar lessons. You could find it on YouTube.
Yo,
now.
I remember watching a
But-
Scorpions one. They
Yeah.
were teaching you rock it like a
they
hurricane.
had lots of guitar lessons on demand, and so Holiday was one of the songs I learned. Iron Man, and then Dimebag had his video. It wasn't really a song, but it was him, you know, just teaching some of his licks and stuff. And he's a goober, dude. It's just
He's a goober with the. I watched an interview today, and I didn't know
he's
he had
funny.
such a fucking thick ass fucking notebook. I was just like,
I'm a fucking rock star, man.
I didn't even know, bro.
Red Bull and Jaeger bombs for me all day. Let's go.
That whole band is just like, what did you say? I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
What did you say?
I said, what did you say?
Yeah, it's funny how, like, you know, back then I had no idea who he was, and then to go to kind of knowing how like who he was to like, wow, I actually really love Dimebag, especially because I'm a guitar player. I mean, he has had a big influence on my riffs. I learned a lot of his songs.
A lot of people,
Yeah,
a lot of bands.
I learned a lot of his songs in guitar lessons when I was taking guitar lessons, like Cowboys from Hell. That was
Okay,
the
so
first
boom,
one.
that leads me to the first time I heard him. So I'd always drive around with my dad. My dad's just playing whatever the fuck he wants to play. And I mean, again, back to 98.9 The Bear, like that's pretty much the only station he would really have on, or like the classic rock type of stations. But I will never ever forget. It's like a core memory for me. The freaking and then the vocalist type shit, and then the vocalist Phil or whatever would match it, and then he goes up, and then he goes up, and then I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
Was that the
Cemetery Gates. Yep,
Or that's what I meant,
Gates.
Cemetery Gates, yeah.
But
And-
that's from Cowboys from Hell. the
Right.
album.
And I was just like, that was the first time bro, holy shit. The fact that his vocals matched the squeals,
Dude.
and I knew like what a squeal was. I wasn't even really playing music at the time. I was still just like, we
It's like some Rob Halford.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
he's fucking hitting them really high
Is that
notes.
Judas Priest?
Yeah.
Okay. So when I was digging into the little bit of the history, like one of their big influences. Actually, speaking of their influence, should we get into influences right now or just keep going down the list? Have you ever seen them live?
None of us would have been able to see him
Never,
live
no.
because
You would have been
there's-
able to, but you wouldn't.
I mean,
have.
I don't
But
think-
you wouldn't.
I don't
have.
You
think
might
my
have had
parent-
it. You might have had a chance at Damage playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, like I was so young. I don't think my parents, also who aren't into that kind of music, would never have taken me to.
I saw him
concert
live.
Like that. No, you didn't.
I did
When?
when I was at the Cemetery Gates. I took that sample off. I'm sorry,
my
but
God.
no. You got a favorite song or moment?
Ooh, I love "Revolution Is My Name." That's one of my favorite ones.
See, I don't know what that is. By the way, everybody, today we're talking about
Goes-
Pantera.
Goes, it's nasty.
Oh wait. No, I do know that one.
Wah, 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 wah.
They
It's
got the
that-
music video of them like smashing TVs
Dude,
and
that's a sick
Pull it
song.
up.
pull it up.
Mute it, but pull it up.
Okay. Gotcha.
It's a pretty sick song. I mean, there's a lot of.
You
great
said
songs.
Revolution?
Revolution is my name. Revolution is my name.
Say my name, say my name.
It's
It is
nothing.
revolution. Come, baby, revo on my running games.
You're gonna make Dimebag fucking cry
No,
in heaven.
I bet you he would love Bruno Mars.
That's not.
I know, but I bet you he'd love him. Maybe. He's a good old Texas Southern boy.
that's
He's a
Destiny's
good old
Child.
Texas boy. Oh, he'd love Beyonce.
Yeah.
Okay, so like you got it pulled up with both of us, bro.
That actually started. That started right where the main riff.
That's
thing.
fine. I just look at old boy.
Yeah.
He said,
That was that dude. Back then, Phil had some chops with the vocals.
He also
too.
had some hair.
And Vinnie Paul, dude. Oh my God, sick.
That's a drummer,
dude.
right? Yeah.
He passed away recently.
He started the band with Dimebag.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I learned some stuff today.
And actually, so before they were Pantera, they did a lot of like.
Is that
cover-
Charles Manson?
They were like real into
All right,
like.
pause this. Hold on before you finish. Pause this. Now I know where Phil Anselmo gets his beliefs from. But that's a story for another day.
No, it's for today.
We'll talk about it later.
that.
We'll talk about it later.
But before they were Pantera, and was Phil even a part of it that back then?
No, he wasn't.
Because like they were doing all those Van Halen covers and like just dude, he was just able to play damn near anything.
He joined on the album before Cowboys from Hell.
Yep.
Okay.
It was like 88, 87, 89, somewhere around there.
Dude, and there's videos of them playing.
I forget the other guy's
It
name.
said 80s.
Terry Glaze or something was his name.
Dude,
Yeah, that was
Dime-
the original guy. And then Anselmo joined in 86.
There we go.
Dime was so skinny, dude. I mean, he was
I
like,
saw that,
as
actually.
skinny as me, dude. And they were dressed up glam as hell,
Yeah.
playing
Pull
Van
up some of them
Halen.
images from the glam days.
And dude, there's videos
Glam.
of it, and they are so good. I mean, Dimebag was such a
The
freaking
photo
good
I
guitar
saw,
player.
the photo I saw,
Hey,
it was
I have
so
that guitar.
reminiscent.
That's the guitar I have.
The photo I saw was so of Dimebag when he was skinny and shit, shirt off, had a beard, had hair, and he was wearing black shorts. I'm like, holy shit,
look
it's
at him.
Ashton. Holy shit, it's
Look,
Ashton.
no. Look at him. Look at him then, though.
That's
Look,
Rex
dude,
Rocker.
That's him. He's like got the freaking
With the fro?
Yes.
Oh my golly.
Yes, dude. Does that even look anything like him before, like when he was in Pantera? No, not at all. I mean, he was skinny.
We're here to fuck your bitches.
I love.
They
So
look British,
this
bro.
is how much Pantera had such a big influence on me. I had to buy one of those Dean MLs because it's a sick guitar. It's like a Flying V meets an Explorer.
An Explorer, right.
Yeah, and it's fun to play, and I love that. You know how it's got the Explorer or the Flying V thing where you can just stick it in your legs and rock out. It's
Brett Michaels said, hold my beer. Guns N' Roses said, hold my beer. This is wild, bro. When I was reading up on him, I was just like, glam to what did you say?
Yeah,
and like
big
full
difference.
Texas Rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin punching the mouth with a heavy riff.
dude. Yeah, another cool piece of history or fact. Dude, Eddie Van Halen buried one of his guitars. It was the yellow and black one that he had, like one of his original guitars.
It's called like the B or something.
The Bumblebee guitar.
Bumblebee.
Dude,
Pull it up.
Fucking buried him with it because he said Dimebag can have this guitar.
You're saying Eddie was at Dimebag's
Yeah.
funeral and put the guitar
yeah,
into
the case,
into
and
the
buried,
hole.
buried him with it,
6 feet deep.
dude. It's
Put that 6 string 6 feet deep.
That's kind of amazing that Eddie Van Halen
Was he
would
buried in
do that.
Texas?
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep. Bumblebee.
Oh, that is a Van Halen design right there.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's how big Dime was, especially, man. Like, if Eddie Van Halen was like, he was one of a kind, and he gets that's
Yeah.
one of a kind guitar. He can buried it with him.
I mean, again, Pantera's influence still reigns supreme.
Yeah.
Like, not reigns supreme, but like has such a wide. I mean, bro. Okay, so 80. You said 86 Phil came out, and Cowboys from Hell is probably like what 87, 88, 89.
89.
And they called it
89.
groove
No, it's-
metal.
it's
So
not-
it
Right,
was
yeah, they
like,
called it groove
It
metal.
was like post thrash
Thrash and
metal.
shit. Yeah.
So yeah,
What was I gonna say?
They were
Yeah,
writing
30
it.
years later. 30 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's only a.
They were writing it in 89, 88, something like
Dude,
that.
it's
And then they
still
dropped it
huge.
in 90.
They're calling Cowboys from Hell their unofficial official debut album.
Yeah.
Because prior to Cowboys from Hell was all the glam stuff,
Yeah.
Magic something or other, Magic Man.
Yeah, you had Metal Magic, Projects in the Jungle,
That's what it
and
was.
I Am the Night.
There you go. I am the night.
And then Power Metal with
Power Metal was great.
Yeah.
That was
I
their
love that
cosplay
one.
Batman.
I love that one.
Oh wait, what did you say?
Oh,
I was still on Battle of the Night.
Power Metal. I've listened to that album. It's really
That was their first
good.
one. That was their first one with Phil.
Yes.
Philip. Oh,
Philip
favorite song or moment?
Anselmo.
You said Revolution. We looked at that. What about you? Favorite song or moment?
Fuck, dude. There's so many, man.
I know. There's
There's
way
so
too
many. I mean, ultimately, I think it comes down to domination.
Domination's a great
The
one.
Dominatrix.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that,
Domination.
yeah.
What about it?
What about it? I think it was the music video because they played in Russia in Moscow in, I think, 91.
Oh yeah, it's so many people, dude.
Yeah.
Throw it up.
It was in front of, I don't know,
500,000.
something like
The
that.
thing with Metallica and
AC/DC.
Yep, 500,000
I
people.
think it was
The Wikipedia said. I was like,
nuts.
what?
I think it was a free show.
COVID would have had a field day.
Yeah.
So would herpes. So would I mean, but
I know we got this.
put this Pantera caulk into your fucking.
Dude, this is a sick music
I know we got
video.
this rolling right now, but the internet, the split screen, it's not bringing up the videos.
Son of a bitch. I'll be over there and say, talk about dominatrix.
Well, it's a song about domination, and you know, some people like to be dominated. I know I'm one of them. Spank me, dominate me. Yeah, it's pretty sick.
The video.
I
you're
love it.
saying?
Yeah, it's in black and white, which is kind of cool. And then,
But it's
dude,
basically just
When
a
did this
sea
come
of-
out?
so many. Look how
This
many
is
people.
1990.
It's
I
so
think they
nuts.
played like a 4 or 5 song set.
And just whipping his hair. But
Grunge is coming. Look at
I
that
whip my
flannel.
hair back and forth.
Grunge is coming.
Dude, that's a lot.
500,000 people. This was when festivals were festivals, bro.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
you don't see that anymore. Not because of COVID.
He's gonna get
COVID cut it out.
whiplash.
Dude,
Banging his
He
bald
did
ass
have-
head
he
like
did have
that.
back issues, and that's why he turned
Oh, that's
to
right. That's
some heavier
right.
stuff because of it.
I'll tell you right now, banging your head like that, you hurt the next day.
Would you say whipping your hair back and forth is a modern day problem or a pre-nay problem?
A pre-name.
Okay, okay. All right, well.
Yeah, but like another thing from it too, though, is basically the
You
solo.
could take this down.
The solo on there is on that song,
Oh, is that the one that got ranked like in the top 50 greatest solos of all time or whatever?
probably.
I forget what it was.
And then it's got that breakdown. Chugga junk, chugga junk, chugga junk, chugga junk. Chugga junk, chugga junk, chugga junk.
That one?
Yeah.
I'm just going to be the basic bitch Pantera fan today.
Isn't that the breakdown on domination?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Afterwards, yeah.
Do it again.
Chugga junk, chugga junk,
Get the
chugga
squeal.
junk, chugga junk, chugga junk, chugga junk, chugga junk. Oh, dude, and his way of doing those dime bombs was kind of innovative.
Did
Where,
you call it a dime bomb?
yeah, dime bombs.
It would be called a dime. He said a
It's a
dime, bomb.
where you dip the bar and you flick the string with your finger. And you've seen
You
me do it.
flick the bean?
You flick the string and then you hit the harmonic as you bring it up.
And what does it sound like?
Dime bomb.
Oh.
Because before it was just like everyone just did it like pick and then do it. But then he
You're telling me
figured
he
it out.
invented the pinch harmonic?
No, not pinch harmonic, but the way he did his dive bombs was
Got you.
pretty unique. I don't.
Oh, you're talking about the whole-
Eddie might have done it.
Yeah, well, that was a
But-
big influence on him too.
Yeah, I think that
Right.
he was one of the
No shit, like we were
the
just
big
talking
guys
about,
for
yeah.
that. Like you would see a lot of people do dive bombs, but they wouldn't do it the way he does, and the way he does it is way more effective.
I mean, even just on top of his amp setup, everything that he had going on, that plays a big part in that sound too.
Yeah, dude,
And then like the guys backstage doing the shit for him.
he wasn't always with Randall too. He remember he went to Crank amps too. You don't
Yep.
even see those anymore. It's Crank with a K.
I know
see him.
crate. Ain't that what?
No,
No, that's
Crank.
yeah.
That's great. No, you still see him, but I think that's because of that.
Yeah, I mean, he had his own signature amps and pedals, and he actually really made the whammy pedal really popular as well.
Well, he brought back the Dean MO.
Yeah,
Is
he
that
brought-
one out? Dean, just in general.
He wanted that was the guitar I always wanted was
He
a
made them
Dean
popular.
ML, and yeah, he definitely did. And Dean hasn't been doing that great since Dimebag's been gone, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And then
That
Dave
boss.
Mustaine left, and
Are you on camera?
No.
and so did
Get on camera, boy.
So did what's his name from Slayer? Why am I Kerry King?
He just joined.
Oh, I thought. Oh, that's right. He joined Dean. He what was he playing before? Oh,
BC Rich.
BC Rich. Yeah.
Yeah.
Squire.
Fender Squire. No.
Come
That's right.
on.
I got it backwards there, but that's the thing that like they were like getting really popular. Dean was at one point, and then Dime.
I remember I really
died.
wanted one, bro, because the flying V and then the whole blah blah blah. But like
Yeah.
I didn't know Dime was
That-
like a big
Yeah.
Well,
deal
then
with
the other
them.
thing too, they were going to do the Razorback design, and then
Yeah.
he had held like a prototype kind of mock-up thing, and then he ended up dying, so he
Yeah.
never actually got a whole like
play
hold
the
up.
Razorback.
Yeah, play the real
What?
fucking thing.
I didn't
And then
actually
they've been
like
selling
that
the
guitar.
shit out of those to kind of keep it going. His name, Dean's sake, and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff.
Dude, they kind of milked his death. I won't lie.
They do that with any celebrity, bro. They do that with any celebrity.
They like, you know.
I'm surprised that he don't have unreleased tracks. I mean, he probably does, but like a
They
fuck
just dropped
ton of them, you know.
Yeah, they just dropped some
So
stuff not
yeah,
too long
so
ago.
I mean, like,
it's called the hits.
that pickup, you know, the dime bucker or whatever for the Seymour Duncan dime bucker.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good. I have that pickup. It's a good pickup, but that wasn't actually what he played. He played. I can't remember the brand, but it's actually the same.
Squire.
So funny enough, same pickup that Billy Joe Armstrong uses. He uses the same pickup.
From Green Day?
Yeah. Yeah, they had like the same pickup.
What?
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Are you serious?
That's how they sound so heavy.
That's
No.
What'd you say?
he said Squire. No, I'm playing. Okay. Okay, that's enough of the Squire. That's enough of Squire.
Yeah, but they really milked it with that. When he died, just selling all those Razorbacks and those Seymour Duncan.
But let me just play a little bit of a devil's advocate. You said, man, when he died, they fucking milked it and blah blah blah. But
They
you
did a
said you
lot.
didn't even know of him until he died, and then 4 years later decided to listen to music. What
Well,
are you talking about? This is stuff you've looked up
This is stuff that I kind of learned
and researched.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know, just over the years,
Hearsay.
getting to know him more. Just
Oh, you met him.
well, no, like reading. Reading about him, getting to know who he
I
was.
thought you said you never seen him.
Not getting to know him personally, except for what I can find online. You know, I've done my research.
You're a poser. You're a fucking.
You're the one that plays the Squire. That's the
I
only
didn't-
brand you know.
I didn't.
That's why you got a Squire right over there.
That's not a Squire.
Yeah, it is.
No, that's a Dave Muskang,
No, that's a Squire.
and it can make that sound.
Yeah, it can't because it's got a hard tail.
Hard.
I'll put you in a hard scarf. Let me get a woo woo one time. Thank you. So the early history of Pantera, which you missed out on.
I mean, I was a young child.
True. We were born
90s.
5 years later, 10 years later. Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
Yep.
Anyway,
A wee
Magic
baby.
Mike. That was their first band. They were stripping while playing guitar. It was wild.
Stripping?
Yeah, Magic Mike. That was the name of their first.
No.
Album.
Metal Magic.
That's what I meant to say.
I was like, what?
What'd you say?
Magic Mike is what I said. Channing Tatum. He was their manager. He signed them to the same label under the same name, Magic Tate.
I mean, he had that.
What it was?
He had that figure back then. He
Metal
was so
Man?
skinny.
Metal Man.
It's pretty wild to me how much different he looked from like when he was younger to like before. I mean, he.
Is this a Pantera
Put on a lot
episode
of
or
weight.
is it a Dime Busy episode?
I mean, Dime's just a big part of that band.
That's a good point.
You know,
Was it Phil
everyone thinks
Anselmo
about him.
Jewish or something?
I don't.
Oh
freaking
no,
know.
he had a problem with. Okay, later in the
Oh,
episode.
wait,
later in
yeah,
the
no,
episode.
okay.
Later in the episode. But no.
So here's one right here. Young as fuck.
dude.
That's Dime.
Yeah.
Young as fuck. I mean, he was shredding like
Is he in Led Zeppelin?
How probably how he
Is
was
he part
he's
of
got
Greta
a-
Van
Has
Fleet?
he got a
Is that Greta
perm?
Van
Is that a perm?
probably. Probably.
It probably
But
is a perm.
What's crazy though is how he
Goals.
was playing in this picture is probably how he died basically playing the same exact way. He was just like good, just all the way fucking through.
Dude, he was an amazing guitar player even at that age.
Is he like 10 there?
All the way up to that.
Is that
I
his
don't
dad?
know. No, that's
No, I'm playing. I'm playing. That's old cousin Vinny. That's good old cousin,
Cousin
Vinny,
Vinny.
buddy. That's Vinny.
No, that's his brother Vinny. Vinny Paul.
Why is Dimebag got a Shung Fu mustache?
But doesn't he look
What's that
so-
called?
like the freaking kung fu?
The fucking master. The fucking what is it called?
I don't know. It makes
Fu Manchu.
Fu Manchu.
It
There we
makes,
go.
Makes me think of the Kill Bill kung fu master guy.
Yeah, except
He's just like this
super white and drinks Marlboro Red juice.
Don't he look so much? I mean, it must have been a lot of drinking and eating food to get him to look like
You
that.
don't say. Being one of the biggest rock bands of all time, that'll do it to you.
Lots of Jaeger.
You suffer at the hands of
Lots of
carnage.
whiskey.
Lots of whiskey and
Oh, that's
Jaeger.
right. Jack Daniels things is like his thing, right?
Kind of.
Oh.
It was.
You remember TJ?
I think he liked Jaeger
You remember
too.
TJ?
Well, yeah, just everything.
You remember
Yeah, just
TJ?
Everything. TJ Sutton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a big Dimebag and
Oh, I
Jack
know.
Daniels thing, so that's why I put that two together.
I almost bought a Jaeger guitar once.
What?
That's like Jeff Hanneman right there.
Someone brought it into Guitar Center and sold it, and it was in our used section. It was really cheap. It was like $100. And I sent a picture to Kyle, and I was like, dude, I want to buy this.
I think I actually remember that a little bit.
Yeah, it was dope.
Yeah.
Need it.
How about them having all of their little nicknames when they started the Magic Mike band?
That I think
Diamond
that was
Dave?
just the thing at the time.
Yeah, the whole glam deal.
Wasn't his nickname Diamond Dave?
I think it was Kurt Russell.
It was Diamond Darrell.
Diamond Dave.
Diamond Darrell,
Yep.
Terry Glaze,
Go ahead and Joe.
Rex Rocker. Like, what are you doing, dog? But I read that, I mean, one of their biggest
Say the Red
influences
Rocker?
was Kiss and Judas Priest, and there was one more. I
Yep.
forget
Black
the other
Sabbath was a big one too.
Black
Van
Sabbath.
Halen.
Van Halen.
No, they didn't really like.
Yeah, they really did.
Oh, it blew my mind that old boy was from Ohio. Dimebag Darrell. Oh no, that's where he died. Okay,
Yeah.
back to him
From
dying.
Texas.
Yeah, I know. He's just
silly-
a good
you
old
silly
boy.
boy.
Just a good old boy.
No, dude.
And their album names: Reinventing the Steel
Dude, the way
and
he
Vulgar
died was pretty
Display of
fucked up.
Power.
The way he died was fucked up, honestly, and
Yeah.
he didn't.
He
deserve
died
it.
like Selena.
Well, are we at that point yet?
Early history, most famous for. What are they most famous for? Because I don't know.
most-
Other than
What'd you say?
being
that.
a fucking rock star.
other than
legends.
that, hit it one more time.
What'd you say?
Walk.
I mean, I would definitely say that.
That's probably their top song right there.
yeah. Vinnie Paul and Dimebag were probably the most famous in that band too.
But what is the collective most famous for?
Dean guitars, I would say.
That, and then,
Did they all play Dean?
No,
No,
he was the
no.
only
He was
guitar
the-
player.
he was
I
the
think they just really changed the game of the music at
yeah,
the time.
yeah. I mean, with the groove metal thing, they were totally.
They were talking about how like Metallica took one lane and then they decided to
Well,
fill the
they-
void
they
with
were-
more thrash shit.
They were actually really good friends with Metallica and everything like that. Or Dime was good friends with James Hetfield, or however it happened.
He was friends with a
But
lot of people.
they were doing Metallica was doing like Master of Puppets,
Right.
and then they went to Injustice for All, and then they did the Black Album, which to a lot of people is a sellout album.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they made a
I don't
shitload
like
of
that
money.
album.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Every song almost went like its own single. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And as that came out at the same time, Pantera did. They were in between Cowboys from Hell and Vulgar Display of Power.
Yeah.
The Cowboys from Hell came out when Enter Sandman came out, I believe. It was like the same
90
year, and then
90 or
Anthrax and
91.
Megadeth or something came out at the same time. Is
Yeah.
some if I'm
They
remembering
were
right.
just dropping big stuff
Also,
in.
it was a weird time too, because it was a time where
Grunge was
like
coming in.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, grunge was coming in, and hair metal was dying, and they really took over the market with their type of metal
'Cause they saw what was
it wasn't-
coming.
It wasn't totally like thrash metal, and it was different. It's groove metal.
But that's what
and
I was.
still to this day, most metal bands will say that they have some kind of influence from Pantera.
Yep.
That whole era too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More than I would say like Metallica or those bands. They
Yeah.
they would
I
say
mean, you
Pantera.
grew up on Metallica, but if you're
Yeah.
like playing, you have all those, but Pantera's always in there somewhere.
Yes.
Magic Mike, Display of Power. The guy on the cover of Vulgar, I think of the Power, whatever his name is, he got hit 31 to 32 times for $10 per punch to get that album art. Put that album art up.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I heard too. Like so many fucking hits, just plowing to get it right.
And they weren't even there for it. The label paid for it. The art director paid for. They're like, hey, yo, boy. They just found this guy off the fucking street, is what they were saying.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I just watched like 3 interviews talking about it or whatever. This guy
Wow.
right here, zoom into this fool. He got paid $320, $10 a punch because they couldn't get the right angle, blah blah blah, and they just found him off the street. And the label did it. None of the band was present. They just,
That's kind of badass. I did not know that.
I guess they were doing like album arts with like boxers because they wanted like a street fight type of thing. But then they kept on telling the labels like, no, it's supposed to be like a street fight, not like boxing, professional, blah blah blah. So they did this, and this guy got knocked around, bro, for probably like an hour.
Damn.
Dink, dink.
Pretty much.
I didn't know that. That's kind
Yeah.
of insane. That's metal.
$320.
That's metal.
Even that picture alone isn't the original one.
If that-
they
No?
they took it because it was like full in color and everything like that. They took it and they did that themselves. And then they just ran with it.
Wow.
Dude, if that guy's out there, he's a legend.
If we're he's
he's like the
definitely-
Nirvana baby, but I don't think that guy's trying to sue.
What if he's probably like, what's the guy's name? Kyle, what's his name, who dances for Nirvana, the guy that would always dance for him
I don't
on
know.
stage.
I don't remember that.
Well, anyway, this guy's probably that guy. he's probably gone. He's probably gone.
So we want to talk about controversies now?
One last point.
Okay.
The Pantera logo, I like their logo.
Their logo.
It's pretty damn standard, but at the
It
same
is
time,
standard.
it's like been like that forever. Like the Misfits logo.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty standard.
It's iconic for
Now
what it
it's-
is.
yeah,
You know,
big
it
time.
stands out.
Yeah.
You see that lettering, you kind of associate it with it.
I'm very like surprised that it hasn't like ever really changed.
Yeah.
I don't really know what their panther is. Show me the panther.
Well, Pantera means panther in
Yeah.
Spanish.
Right. No,
yes,
I know,
so-
but they were talking about how they had like an actual panther logo. Do they or no?
They did when they were starting out.
Yeah, I've seen
Right.
it before.
Also, few little quick facts. It was going to be Gemini, and then it was going to be Eternity.
Yep.
But then somebody came to practice or something like that, and off. I think it was just a friend
that
or
it?
I
something.
think it was based off a car. 'Cause
Maybe.
there is a car called
Oh,
Pantera.
yeah. I think I heard that. before.
Magic Mike. Look at that stripper, bro. I told you.
Damn.
I
It is
told
Magic
you.
Mike. Like a,
That's Channing Tatum right there.
That's a furry Magic Mike.
Man, that's Furry Channing. That's Lionel from He-Man. Or what's his name? No. Sugar Man. What's his name?
From what?
He-Man. The tiger guy.
Oh, I don't remember.
Lionel.
I don't-
Snurf, Snurf. What's the fucking
I don't-
guy's?
I don't
What's his
remember.
name? Lion King. What's
I
his
know
name?
I know the
Pumbaa.
Pumbaa.
What's his fucking name?
I don't know,
It's
dude.
not
I wasn't
He-Man.
into He-Man. I didn't like action figures. And
Lion.
shit. I have a life. I don't live in my
what's
mom's
his name?
basement and have a neck beard.
Fuck, this is gonna kill me.
We'll come back to
Snurf,
it.
Snurf.
One thing that I like about it, though, about this whole thing, when they did their third album, The Far Beyond Driven, they released it overnight with no commercial, advertising, no nothing, and it blew the fuck up, and it went to #1 on the top Billboard 200, and I think that is the only album still to be a metal album to get that high,
That's crazy.
to hold it.
Wild.
They were really awesome.
That's that magic.
So, yeah, they did it on themselves, like I said, overnight and everything.
They
Pretty
did
cool.
themselves.
So, them controversies. Hey,
Well,
gonna
well.
hit that transitioner.
Yeah, hit the transition. So Phil's almost not a Nazi.
So he's
Is that what you're telling me? He's
yeah,
not.
I don't think it. Also, let's talk about he was like he had a bad heroin problem. Let's start with that.
He had a
That- that was-
bad hairline is what he had.
No, so-
But he
so
fucking,
that-
he
that-
like
He just shaved it bald to be
Here's
hard.
here's where it gets complicated.
a little
so,
sticky.
So he
Henry
was
Rollins.
climbing
Mount
like-
Everest.
No, I think he was on some of the trussing and he fell during a show and he broke his back and so he got put on opiates.
My leg!
Like almost every opiate addict, you know, you just get an injury and then get put on opiates, get addicted to them. And then he was doing so much heroin, dude. There's a fucking video of him talking about it online. It's pretty intense, but you know that kind of drove the band apart, and that's why they kind of started Damage.
That's
Plan,
kinda what
right?
Yeah, he drove him apart. Excuse me.
You smoking that stick, boy? You smoking that thing?
That really.
It drove them apart. They had a Great Southern Trendkill come out in '96, and then they didn't do another album until 2000, and that was like their comeback
Yeah,
album kind of thing.
yeah,
And
dude.
then,
I read
and
like
then they fell
5 or
apart.
6. The whole theme of the album is kind of about like drug abuse and shit like that.
I guess so.
Okay.
I'm actually really glad Phil is.
Isn't
doing,
there a Suicide Part 1 or something and Suicide Part 2 or?
That's in Great Southern Trendkill.
Oh, okay, that's the one I'm talking about then.
Phil is doing a lot better these days.
That's what it seems like.
I saw a video of him actually singing.
Said he quit in
singing
05.
recently, like just recently. It was good. He was.
Well, they did Down, performed at Hellfest. And that's a massive fucking thing. I don't know how many days that
he
was on.
sounded pretty good. I mean, I'm happy for him, but he sure had some controversy.
But he's
He's gotten better.
a
dude.
racist.
So you know he was like, okay, so that was after. So Dime got killed, right? He got shot in Ohio.
Yeah.
And we'll go back into that, but
Which was 04.
yeah,
He got clean in 05. That's what he said on this
So,
interview I watched today.
I'm sure he was going through a lot, you know, dealing with the death of one of his best friends.
I mean, he was going through a
he
lot
wasn't
10
even-
years prior to that.
He wasn't even allowed at the funeral.
Nope.
Oh, damn.
They didn't invite him. Like they.
Yeah, my cousin Vinny says he still doesn't even want to talk to him.
Yeah. I mean, they would have nothing to do with Phil at all. But yeah, the big controversy is that Phil went on stage Was it Ozfest or what was it?
I think
was,
so.
Or Dime Fest or something.
It wasn't like a big thing.
Yeah.
Because it was like in a bar, kind of bigger stage venue
You
type
know,
of deal.
He goes on stage and he's fucked up and he goes, "White power."
Well, that's might be where it comes from.
And
That's not corn.
the messed up thing is that the crowd didn't boo him or anything.
They said,
so
"Fuck yeah, Phil." Let me get a whoop whoop, Phil.
it showed a lot about the people there. That's for sure. But yeah, he got a lot of shit. I mean, I honestly disliked him after seeing that video. I was like, "Whoa, dude,
You're a liar.
I didn't like it." I was like, "You're a fucking racist." And every time he would, he'd come to like Pierre's or something, I'd be like,
Oh, that's right. He would still
Yeah,
show. He would still
I'd
drop
be like,
in.
"Oh, you guys are going to see that racist?" And I mean, so he's kind of
Jacob's biting his tongue over
he's
here.
kind of talked about it and stuff, and he makes excuses to me. Obviously, it's pretty fucked up what he did.
All right, Ashton, I need you to type in Phil Anselmo blackface.
No,
No, don't do that. Okay, my bad.
He could
my
probably
bad.
he could probably play the video.
Don't type that in.
He could probably play the video. I don't think
June
it would-
22, 2018 is when he denounced racism. So, hey, he's
Wow.
clean. He's clean
totally
off of-
clean. He's clean
Wait,
off
no.
the hair on.
What do you mean, no? Ashton, no what?
No, that was something else.
What is it?
That's because you said my cousin, whatever, saying Vinnie Paul died in 2018.
Yeah,
Oh.
he did.
You're saying he denounced racism?
That's what it said. I thought it's what it said. I thought that's what it said. I was praising him. Give me the applause. Give me the applause.
I mean,
this is for Phil. Phil denounced it. He's doing better. He's off the hern. Now that's
the
carnage.
Huron.
Yeah, now that's carnage.
That dog food.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there are videos of him kind of talking about him saying that stuff, and he feels bad about
Oh,
it.
probably.
Does he
I
have a
mean,
swastika on his forehead? I see a tattoo's like kind of fading away.
No, but
Back
it
to the Charles Manson callback.
It was pretty stupid of him to do that. I tell you what, I'm sure that got him canceled
I mean,
off a
hey.
lot of tour dates.
I mean, hey, heroin's a hell of a drug.
Was he on heroin then?
He was.
I don't
19
think-
no, he was. 1994, 95.
Yeah, that's not when he said it, though.
No,
No,
it was
he
after
was
Dime
off.
died when he said that.
Yeah. Well, he was clean at 2005 is what he says. So,
Well, I don't.
so when did he say this
I'm
stuff?
gonna just say, as a
That was only a couple
recovering
years ago.
heroin addict who's
Woo,
been
woo.
sober for years now.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
It took many relapses and fucking up and trying again to get where I'm at. So I'm sure you could say that he was sober, but I'm sure he fucking relapsed a bunch of times.
Were you racist when you were using?
No.
No. Okay. No.
Nope.
I'm just like,
Nope. Drugs don't make you racist.
do they have any other
Racists
controversy?
do. That's kind of really it when it comes. That's the biggest
other than their
controversy.
culturally appropriating Spanish in their band name? That's not
Yeah,
really
that's-
that bad. That's not really that bad.
No. Actually,
Pantera! Antonio Panteras.
Yes.
actually, a big one right now is their whole reunion.
Oh yeah, that's kind of
That's in
controversial.
the future. That's in the future.
That's
How far are we? How far are we?
That is a little controversial though right now because a lot of people
24
don't.
minutes.
20. So about 40. Okay.
A lot of people don't want that to happen because it's
is
weird without
controversial.
Vinny
It's blowing
and it's
up.
weird without Dime. But hearing today that Zach Wild
It's
was
gonna be
playing
Zach
guitar,
Wildy, baby.
I'm cool with that because they were close friends. You know,
He looks like he might be racist.
I actually no. Actually, I did see a video where
got a target on his
Zach
guitar.
Wild was asked about that situation. He was like, "Dude, I don't know why he did that. That was
Yeah.
I was very embarrassed. That's so shameful that he said those things."
It's what it is.
But yeah, I think it's cool that Zach. If anybody was gonna play Dimebag,
Are you gonna go see him? Are you gonna go see him?
Yeah, I would go
I'm
see
gonna
him.
go.
Even though it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's like 0 members, right?
It sucks that
except for Rex Rocker.
Who are they
Yeah,
having for
and
Vinnie
Phil.
Paul?
Oh, yeah,
the
and
drummer
Phil.
from Anthrax.
Okay, see that's cool because these are all buddies of theirs.
Yeah.
You know, like at least it's that, and it's not like they grabbed Dream Theater's drummer like Avenged Sevenfold did after Rev died.
Or Bruno Mars or something.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
That'd be sick, honestly. He's like, "What did you say?" What was I gonna say? Oh, Dimebag got approved and tried out and was gonna be a part of Megadeth.
He got approved, but he didn't want to leave Vinnie Paul.
Right.
So
Did you know that though?
No, I didn't.
Found that out today.
yeah,
That's
he
cool.
wanted he said if he was going to join, Vinnie Paul had to be a part of it.
Yep.
And Dave Mustaine didn't want that because he already had a drummer.
Yep.
And then
Which was actually a good ass drummer. The guy.
yeah,
What's his name?
oh, I don't know.
Fuck.
Drummer guy.
The drummer for Anthrax, right? Or no, Megadeth.
Yeah.
He's like really fucking good.
God, Cody.
Forget
you
his name, but
forgetting
who
all
they
the
got-
thrash bands.
Who Megadeth got
I don't
after
listen
all
to
of
that shit.
You did at one point, kinda.
Kinda.
Because after Dave Mustaine was asking a bunch of people to come in, and after all those denials, he got Marty Friedman in.
Oh yeah, dude. Marty's great though. So I mean, he didn't lose there.
No.
Not at all.
So what about the fan base? You guys
Funny
obviously.
enough, Ashton,
go ahead.
Ashton picks like Marty. Ashton slants his pick, but he does it the other way. Also, my guitar student Ava, she does it the same way you do, and I'm just like, I slant my pick that way. Ashton does it that way, and I'm like, it works, but I don't know how to teach you to play like that.
Why don't you throw that on camera, Ashton? I know you're not on there.
No, I am not.
I told you to
He's
throw
not
it
gonna-
on the
he's not
3
gonna tell-
camera all episode. He ain't done it.
He's like Van Halen. He doesn't want to show his secrets.
He don't
I
want to
gotta
show
turn
his
around.
Every time he
cockles. Is what
taps,
he
he turns
wants
his
doesn't want
back.
to do. I'm shy. So what about the fan base? Obviously, you guys are a big part of their fan base. What is the typical Pantera fan like, or what is their fan base like?
I don't know.
Because
feel-
I don't know.
I feel like that could be a varying thing because
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are pro Dimebag.
yeah.
I'll tell you that. That's a big part of it.
Did-
you know what I mean?
I mean, it just makes me think of like okay,
With or without him being deceased, that's
Yeah.
a pretty big thing with Dimebag.
I don't know.
No, his legacy is definitely done. Is it safe to
they're-
say he's Pantera?
No,
Like how Kurt Cobain is Nirvana?
I wouldn't say that, but he was. I mean, he was such an influential guitar player, so he really shines.
They wouldn't be Pantera without him.
Yeah, definitely no.
Okay. So
Fan
Except
base
for-
wise, it's
except for
super
they're
loyal.
doing it.
It's big, you know.
They're doing Pantera without him.
they love Pantera. They love Dimebag though.
Yeah, pretty
Both.
much.
Both.
Yeah.
It's a pretty crazy story because so the guy that killed Dime was schizophrenic, right? And he thought that that they were going through the radio waves to his brain and stealing the lyrics or whatever in his
Yeah,
head,
hanging out his window, stealing his thoughts.
stealing his thoughts. So yeah, he like
Can we pull up a picture of this fool?
Yeah.
Is it Phil Anselmo? I swear to God, if it's fucking Phil, bro, this guy is a menace.
no.
Okay.
What's messed up is didn't they think that Phil had something to do with it at one point? That was like a theory, but like no.
Of course.
No. So there was a magazine article where he had said like Dimebag deserves to be beaten severely. And
Right,
Oh,
yeah,
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 that's
yeah, yeah.
right.
And then so Vinnie Paul was like, "Yo, dude, what the fuck?" And that kind of held
Yeah.
out pretty heavy. And
That-
then they came back and they did reinventing the steel, I think, or that was after. I'm not sure time frame wise, but
Yeah, so
I thought that happened and they never finished what would have been their final album.
So that's kind of one of the reasons why he didn't get invited to the funeral. After he put out that article where he said that,
so
and then that
super
guy
blurry
killed him.
picture of this guy.
What the hell is he? A D
looked-
tackle
he
for the
looked like-
goddamn Los
Yeah.
Angeles Rams?
He looks like
What is-
Frankie McDonald.
He does look
His
like
name's
Frankie
Nathan
McDonald.
Gale. That's what it is. There's no clear picture of him really.
Dude,
I mean, that's all we need.
I mean, and he went up there and just shot fucking shotgun shells at.
No, it was a pistol.
Oh, it was a pistol.
Yeah,
oh, it
he-
was the
he went up-
police officer that
Yeah,
shotgunned
he
him.
went up
That's
there,
right.
snuck through backstage, got past everyone, got up on stage, started shooting, and they actually had a stage camera that was filming it. That's how
Yeah.
they seen it.
Is
He
this-
shot him, and he shot a few people in the crowd, and the crowd actually thought it was a joke because they like to play a lot of pranks and everything
Yeah.
like that. So people didn't take it serious at first until people started getting shot in the crowd.
Dude,
is
I
this
mean, it was
Ethan
nuts.
Suplee from the Butterfly Effect?
And then this is
What the fuck, bro?
This is the guy. Check that
That
out.
killed. That
Is
shot
that
him
Sebastian
down.
Maniscalco?
Is that the officer that shot him down?
Whoa, his name. I can't say his name.
Yeah, so I was like, check it out.
Neither-
But,
neither
can
he
Phil.
I'm
Neither
pretty
can
sure
Phil.
he
James
blew-
Niggemeyer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he blew his head off with the double barrel
That's
shotgun.
his name.
Jacob, you can't say that. Jacob,
He did. He fucking shot him down, but like he killed like 6 people or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
you're gonna get us pulled off the air.
Yeah, their
Cody,
drum tech.
shut up. It's his
their,
name. It's
their drum
Niggemeyer.
tech
Jim Niggemeyer.
Their drum tech had Nathan Gale in like a headlock, and then the cop got called in and he like blew his head off with the shotgun.
Dude,
That guy?
Yep.
Yeah.
The cop right here.
His head's gone?
Yeah.
This head doesn't exist anymore?
that's a big head to
This
blow
head,
off too.
This head does not exist anymore.
Dude,
Oh,
imagine,
he blew his head
that
off.
shotgun
this
had
guy
to been
shot him, and he's still in therapy for that.
that shotgun had to blow a big piece of his
Wait,
head
what's
off.
his name? Or I mean, oh, not name, number. I thought it was 69. I was like, yeah, the plot
65.
thickens.
But isn't that crazy, dude? That's what's scary about being famous too. And
Bro, this is Chunk from the Goonies. Bro, what is going?
No, it's not Chunk. It's hey, you guys. Dude, you know, ever since
He thought it was fourth down,
Cody,
bro.
Cody.
Okay.
Ever since that shooting, the stage and security has changed. Like
Just
you
like
can-
9/11.
You cannot jump on stage.
Security's changed. Will Smith got the shit rocked out of Chris Rock.
Okay, but you can't go to concerts and jump up on stages anymore because of that guy.
That's not true.
Funny side story.
No,
what I
like
was just
big-
telling you in
big
the
shows.
car. Yeah,
Big
what I was
shows.
just telling you in the car. Tom Morello got tackled off a fucking stage.
Yeah.
At his show. A fan got on backstage, ran across behind Tom Morello, jumped off a speaker, and the security guard missed him and tackled Tom Morello off the stage.
Bro, Lil Baby had this show, and this dude literally grabbed the guy and went yeeted him off the shit. Nobody caught him, no nothing. Clink.
Dude,
that dude probably has a broken neck.
Not local shows obviously, but any really big headlining tour or big bands, you know, they do
Festival
not.
stuff, no,
Yeah,
they
they do
don't.
not let anybody jump on the stage anymore like they used to. Ever since this whole ordeal.
So boom, you said like they used to.
Yeah,
like they
used to. You'd see videos of people jumping up on stage diving all the time. You can't do that anymore because of that situation.
Yeah.
And dude, it's just so crazy to think about. Like that guy was just schizophrenic and thought that they were hacking into his brain, dude, and he shot them. I mean, that's scary.
I mean, the CIA has been known to do some things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the only shows that you can get away with that now is like hardcore shows. If you watch
Yeah.
videos, people are like cartwheeling off at the stage and in
just
the crowd and
smaller
shit.
shows, dude. You're not like if you go to the Clyde, dude, security will tackle you. You are
Chuck
not
Schumacher
allowed on stage
Right.
unless
He
someone
said
asks you.
Chuck Schumacher can walk on stage and just
Schumacher?
sit the fuck down, bro. Whatever his name is.
Yeah.
You know, CS.
The Sirac.
Yeah, Mr. CS.
Mr. Rack.
Mr. Rack. Never
My
go.
name's Chuck, and I like to fuck.
This is this is the Rack City, bitch. Anyway, all right, let's get out of here. Let's rank these albums. I have listened to none of them.
Okay, for me.
So you guys do it. Put it on the. Oh well.
Oh man, for me.
Swap me seats. Swap me seats.
I
Get over
think
here. You rank these albums.
because of its influence on me. Cowboys from Hell is definitely number one, and then it'd be Vulgar Display of Power, and then Far Beyond Driven. God, honestly, the other ones are great too.
Ooh,
but,
so good.
but that's what I'm gonna rank for right now because I don't know all the other ones as well as I know those three. Oh, and Power Metal is great, but I'd put that one last after.
I'm
all
not a
those.
big fan of a lot of their album art, honestly.
I mean, it's Texas.
Texas, the time.
That Rattlesnake
Around.
one is pretty cool.
Wow, this is a lot louder than this.
Yeah. You got to turn your shit up, bubby.
What's your ranking, Ashton?
My dude, it's hard, man.
Magic
it's
Mike
hard
first.
because there's a banger on every single one that they could all be top 5 songs, like
Yeah.
literally all number
That's
ones.
just
a lot of-
bangers, though. What's a nice cohesive product?
I don't think I've ever really listened to I Am
Vulgar
the
Display
Night.
of Power is my number one.
I love that one. It's
That
really
has
good.
to be. It's a classic.
I mean, I own Cowboys from Hell on vinyl. That's such an influential album for me. So that one's definitely number one. But
So
then-
you did yours. You
Yeah.
ranked yours. All right.
Yeah.
So I'd have to say Vulgar Display of Power. Far Beyond Driven and Cowboys from Hell tie.
Yeah.
And then the other two tie at the end as well. The one at the end, the official live, they actually have a lot of songs on there that they didn't release on any other album, kind of like covers and songs that they had in movies and stuff like that. That one, I mean, that's good too. And then Power Metal, and then kind of just
I would put that last just because it didn't really. I mean, it was just kind of.
You didn't
It
even
was
listen
power
to
metal.
it, Jacob.
No, I have. I've listened to it. It's just not really them. Like they were kind of still finding their sound at that
Yeah.
point. But it's still a great album.
Why are they burning this guy on the last one?
Oh, he jumped through a fire with a bottle of whiskey in his underwear. It's on a video, and that's just how they got it.
Yeah, their home videos are hilarious.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We
check
didn't
that
even
out.
really
If-
talk about their own videos.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen any of those videos, definitely check those out.
Dude, there's huge compilations of them on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'll just put them on sometimes and go to sleep.
There's actually a part in one of them where Dimebag was saying that that's where Jackass got all their ideas from.
Dude, definitely.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
Dude, they have.
Oh, did you know Pantera was on
hours.
the SpongeBob soundtrack?
Yeah, it was a song off of Reinventing the Steel.
Yep.
Dude, there's like an 8-hour compilation of just their home videos on YouTube. It's it's really cool that they filmed themselves so much because you can really look back on what they did and all the fun times they had. Especially since Dime's dead. I bet like if I was Phil, you know, just watching those videos would probably bring a tear to my eye, you know what I mean?
Then they had the ones succeeding that too, Dime Vision and Dime Vision 2.
Yeah. There was a lot of filming. All on VHS.
Yep.
That tape.
Dime Vision sounds like the next Oculus.
Dime Vision.
Get ready for the Dime Vision, baby.
You just put 2 dimes on your eyes and
Dime Vision.
Diamond hands, baby. And with that, hey, it's been another grand episode of Clouds and Sunshine. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Ashton, for producing. Thank you, Sunshine, a.k.a. Jacob, for being here. Ashton, you got a show July 31st in Indy.
Yes, I do. Opening up for Oceano and Entheos and Worm Shepherd. It's going to be a good time.
Nice.
At the Emerson Theater.
Yes,
Proud
at
of
the
you.
Emerson
That's
Theater.
dope.
It's going to be a good time. We got another one that I can't say anything about, but that's coming up too. It's a pretty big one.
And if you need gear, your boy's the dude to hit up here
Works
soon.
at the center. He's back.
I'm back in the saddle again.
Yeah, buddy. Hey, have a good night, everybody.
Yep.
Thanks for watching.